Hello and welcome to episode 6, I believe. 5 or 6, it's one or the other. Obviously, back in the camp, I'm looking at an ID to get into the dome. Be able to take on a few more people now, due to the fact that I've got someone with me. Main aim for this is to try and get some more points into dexterity so I can finally use this laser rifle, so I can show you the laser rifle. Most important thing, it's a good 26 arrows left, so I may need to get some more arrows to get stuff done. The first thing I need to do is to try and get into the dome first, and then try and get a hold of an ID. There's two ways I know to get in. There's a guy on the right hand side, and then there's a guy in front of me. You need an ID for the guy in front of me. However, the guy to the right will allow you in if you kill all them bandits there, or outlaws.
Halt. Not a step further.
And can't do that.
Into the city without an entry permit.
Well, I don't want to do that because then nails.
Or find another way in.
Try either thing, and our mechs will blow you apart. But you know, it's your intestines you're risking, so try what you will.
Where can I get an entry ID?
You can't. We're full. We're short of supplies. So the decision has come down to close the gates. The full allocation of entry IDs has been given out, and we have instructions not to let anyone else in. Those outlaws have us stretched enough as it is. I'm not saying you're working with them, but until law and order is reestablished, we can't risk any more undesirables joining up with them. You'll have to wait till all this is over and done with. Say, there's a bunch of others who can't get in who've taken up residence in some houses near here. Why don't you join up with them?
Alright, that's all I needed. Get the mission unlocked out, then I can get the quest ID from that guy, and I can move on from there.
Are you completely sure? I mean, yeah,
Is
what
she
the fuck?
really so
Speak to
gullible?
Hunter. Right.
I want to get into the city. Can you get me in?
Have you tried to get in yet?
Yes. I went to the gate.
And you got turned away, right?
I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Okay. I can offer you a way to get into the city, but it's risky because you might not get out again. At least not if they confiscate your ID.
Just get me in there.
All right. I just hope things don't go the same way they did with Cooper. The clerics have shut the city up tight. They won't let anyone who doesn't have a valid ID through the gate. Not in, not out.
Who is Cooper?
He's an acquaintance of mine. He lost his ID and got stuck in there when they sealed the gates. Anyway, we're off the point. You want in, right? And I can give you a counterfeit ID that will get you in. But once you're inside there, I need you to go and take an ID card to Cooper. That way he can come back out again. Like I say, I can get you in, but I also need you to help me out. You good with that? Does that sound like a deal?
Deal. Give me the ID, and I'll meet Cooper.
Good. Right. That's the plan. Long term. You see, Wick has all the blank IDs. So before I can get you an ID, I need you to get me Wick.
Where is Wick?
Well, that there is a good question. You see, he's been gone for a while. He'd gone over to the ruins to see if there was anything worth scavenging there, and hasn't come back. You should look for him over to the northwest if you're in a hurry to get into the city. Just look through all the houses. He should still be there, scavenging.
Cool. Let's get a load and where we can get that. There we go.
Are you completely sure? I mean, yeah, what the fuck?
Carry around this guy. Nice 5 experiences, Leanne. While I'm here. Let's kill that. experience doing. See if we can get a couple of these Elex drinks to level up. Oh, there was only one. Whoa, that was a bit weird. Oh, wrong button.
I'll get this one.
Yeah, go on, get them all. Come on, take him out. Go on, kill him. Another one dead. We're getting from me. Yeah, there's another one dead.
That's enough now. I'll get this one.
That is one of the biggest bonuses of
No.
fire. No. That's fine. That looks like Alp territory. Don't want to mess about there. Obviously, learning potions and that can be quite good, because you can start making them Elex potions I've been taking for experience, so...
Someone hears that.
I'm not sure how it pays out.
Things our world has achieved that are now.
The Elex. The Elex
Yeah.
is behind most of this. I can feel it.
Wick is dead, but I found the ID cards on his body.
Dead? Shit. I told him whatever was there wasn't worth the risk. But Wick would do anything if it would mean him getting 2 shards he could tap together. Ah, well, give me the blank ID card. I'll work it up for you now. So, done. 1 fake ID ready to go.
There we go.
Give me the counterfeit ID.
Okay, wait a second. Your image has to be added there first. So, done. Here's your ID. And this is the ID for Cooper. Take it to him. But make sure the clerics don't see it, see him, or see you handing this over. And do it as soon as you get in there. He's been at risk too long as it is. We don't need him being held, or worse, turned into a vegetable by the suggesters.
Right, while we're here, let's get this up. Dexterity, come on. Getting close. I reckon another level up.
There are reasons for us
And
to
I'll
come
be
together.
there.
I'll see you later, all right?
How
It's his
far
own
away
fault.
am I? Yeah, next level up,
Someone
I'll be
needs
able
to go
to
out there
start
and kill
using
every
that,
last
so.
raptor.
Yeah, you just can't find those these days.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, it needs to be
Just
totally
say, I
worked.
got 5
If you can get the
points.
spares.
How does that work
People are
out?
afraid of
for-
that.
I think I've got
Don't
6.
ask me what that
so
was
it's been
about.
every level other than 1. Because I've only got 1 point.
The
I think
Elex.
that's
The
insane.
Elex is behind most of this. I can feel it.
Goods are the whole heart of trade.
Sure, right.
What's the world without trade?
Hmm.
Okay, well, they like to have a chat, don't they? I believe there's some goodies over here as well. And a fire that I can use to make stuff. Wood lice meat soup, I like it. I only got 1 mutant leaf. I need some wine for that, so. Got another recipe, healing potion. Healing potions really aren't worth making, you find loads throughout.
He's a key.
There's the key. I might make a few raw meat, fried meat actually. Not 20. I think 10 would be enough. There we go. Nah, can't kill them, I'm just gonna save this here just in case I give them the wrong answer. You should be fine, providing you
Also,
follow the same
not a step
answers.
further. No one is allowed into the city without an entry permit.
I have an entry ID. Let me through.
Really? I thought I knew all the ones that had been issued. And you were here asking about getting ID before. So tell me where you got this one.
It's mine. I was issued one after all. Must have misplaced it.
All right. I'll believe you this once. I've got to be wary. That desert gang of outlaws is always trying to find ways to get by me. Oh, and there are some rules I need to tell you before you enter. First, stay away from the generators. Nobody but the technicians is allowed access to them. That sort of security is why we need to keep an eye on IDs. So if you meet someone who's in the city illegally, report them to us immediately. And Eric will take care of them. We can only keep peace in the city if we all work together, and we keep the city secure. That's what was laid down by the Great Council of Magaland. And the Great Council gave the clerics the responsibility for guaranteeing the city's independence. That means everyone is welcome here, until they cause trouble. So keep the peace while you're in there. Our suggesters are busy enough without you adding to their workload. And that's it. You may pass.
There we go. And I'm in. All I need to see is...
There's no
in-
What do you want? Do you back the clerics here, or do you want them gone?
You get right to the point, don't you?
And are you gonna give me an answer?
I'm for the clerics.
You think they bring security? That they protect us? They say they're here to keep things safe, to keep order. But it's obvious they want to drop their neutrality and extend Ignadon's control into Abessa. Not allowing anyone in or out of the city. That's just the start of it. You think that's because the Alps are getting closer? Or that those followers of Kalan really want a backdoor for invasion?
The Albs are more of a threat than the clerics.
Executions, converters, torture. Believe me, I know all about that shit. But those guys are only interested in Elex, and as far as I know, there isn't any more here in the city than there is elsewhere. So why should they show any interest in attacking a fortified position to get it, instead of sweeping up all there is out there?
The Albs want all the Elex. All of it, no matter where it is.
We won't get in their way. We don't want Elex. They have to see that. They'd be attacking us for nothing. No, it's the clerics.
Hunter sent me.
Why didn't he come himself?
He was afraid he wouldn't be let out of the city again if he was caught.
You mean he was afraid the same thing would happen to him that happened to me? Fuck it. At least the suggesters haven't found me yet. Did Hunter give you something for me?
Yes, I have something for you.
Thanks. I was starting to think that I would never leave this stinking cleric-infested dome. I don't know if Hunter promised you a reward, but here's something for me in any case. You've helped a good cause. Trust me.
I don't quite understand. Cleric walking. They love walking into walls, them clerics.
So, you come here from Goliath?
There he is.
Keep your hands off my machines. Any accidents are gonna be dangerous for me, you, and the whole city. The energy regulators are screwed. The surge gauge is failing and I can't see why. And now the shield profiler is returning a really strange set of values. Altogether, that makes for one dangerous set of problems that could fry both of us if the wrong bit of kit gets jolted. And I'm the one who has to fix all this. Ah, shit, I can't even sort out the replacement parts until I have this stabilized.
I can get the replacement parts for you.
You would? Well, okay, yeah. That would give me time to stop this from going... You'll need to go to Eric to fetch them for me. But do me a favor and don't take forever in getting them here, alright? Maintenance is always better than repair.
Are you here to seek shelter or to cause problems? This area is a sanctuary for refugees. There's nothing here for reavers, recruiters, or troublemakers.
I'm not a reaver.
Then I hope that means you're here to help.
What brought you out here?
This is a place away from the war. A place people can make up their minds without being pressured to join one of the factions. If the people here wanted to join a faction, they would have. But some people aren't ready for that. Or they've been cast out. They have to go somewhere.
So there's no faction in charge here?
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Horde where entry means you have to join them. Here you can forget about factions.
Excellent.
You think you know what's going on? No one knows what's going on.
Hey, you. Hey, it's you.
Yes, Fink. It's me, Jax.
I heard they'd shot you down. That you were dead. Apparently that was wrong. But if you're here, does that mean you're a separatist now? Will you stay here and support our cause? I'm sure you would be very welcome.
I will give you my support.
Good. We have to stick together. People blame us for this war, even though we left Zakor to escape it. They will doubt us until the day peace begins. I mean, they don't even trust each other. Among all these warring people, all these different agendas, we, you and I, share a similar destiny. It's the only way anyone will survive.
Do you need help?
It is good that you offer to help us. The Berserkers are already trying to get us thrown out of the city. We need the protection offered by this place. We won't survive without it. We've persuaded people here that we are worth a chance. But there will always be those who won't see it that way. And the Albs and Zakor want us dead. If we're to stay, we need someone to get to Caleb and York. They are key to our future.
About the threat of you being thrown out of the city. I will help you.
Good. That is the response I wanted. It is best if you go straight to York. Caleb is already attempting further arguments to ensure our expulsion. But it is York's state that has put us in danger. That lie underpins Caleb's argument against us. If people believe we are working with the enemy, we will be exiled from the city and left to die. But if Jorg confesses his lie, then Caleb would no longer have the proof he claims. They would have no reason to expel us.
What is the problem with Caleb?
Jorg is a berserker. He's accused us of spying for the Albs and Zakor. He claims he saw us handing over information about the shield generators. It's completely illogical. We are the ones with the most to lose if Zakor captures this city. But the free people are prisoners to emotion. It makes them doubt logic. They have already thrown one of our group out of the city. Now they are threatening the rest of us with the same fate. We are no friends of the Albs and Zakor. They would see us dead. We want this to be our home. We need the free people to understand this.
What goods have you got?
That's a big potion. Giving you attribute points, that comes in quite handy. And you got the experience points. Kind of depends on the level to what you need. So, let's help out these separatists. Same rights for all. Let's get that going.
Yes, I heard things were rough
So yeah,
there,
get a
too.
laser rifle, then I might be able to challenge them. People, kill who I need. I probably could have just should have just ended the conversation. In the previous episode, like I said, I've probably been alright.
If you're here for the food rations, then I'll tell you what I told the other 100 people. Someone must have been making a joke. I don't have anything to sell or give out, so you can just turn around and leave.
I'm not here about the food rations.
You're not? Ah, is that so? Well, then I'm sorry. I have been the butt of a joke that has left me rather angry, and I thought... Well, I'm sorry. It's just... I'm just so sick of it. The belligerence between the berserkers and outlaws. Everything was simpler when I was a cultivator in Goliath. We had laws and everyone obeyed them. Why can't people just all work together?
Fink sent me.
Did he? Well, I don't have anything to say to those Albs. This whole thing between Caleb and Fink is starting to get on my nerves. I shouldn't have said anything, okay? But what's done is done, and that's that.
Tell me your version of the story.
My version? I'm stuck between the two of them. I told Caleb in confidence that I saw Fink meet an Alb outside the city. Could have been a separatist, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see any more than that, but Caleb decided to tell the clerics. He convinced me that the Alb Fink met must have been from Zakor. But I have no real idea who he was, or what faction he's with.
If you feel that way, why don't you go back to Goliath?
No. Those days are gone. I left willingly to establish a world heart here in Abessa. But when it became clear that the seedling wouldn't grow, Caleb decided that we would remain here. And whatever Caleb says is best. But now, no, I can't go back. We went against orders from Goliath. If I go back now, they'll just stick me in a cage, no questions asked.
About the situation with the separatists.
Do you have any idea what I should do? I feel this is a mess.
Go to the clerics and tell them you made a mistake.
I can't do that. Caleb will call me a traitor. And for all I know, Caleb is right. That Alb could have been from Zakor. What if Fink actually is an Alb spy?
I spoke with Fink. He is not a spy.
How can you be sure? Whatever it was I saw it. Don't you think it's suspicious? And even if this Alb was a separatist, we don't really know what they want either, do we? No, it's too risky just to hope he's innocent. I can't say anything to the clerics.
If that is your decision.
Yes. I'm sorry, but we can't risk it. Not if Caleb could be right. You've helped me decide. Thank you. The separatists must leave the city. I will go to Caleb and tell him that I won't say anything.
That wasn't great, was it?
Damn it. Oh well, fuck him. I can't do anything about that.
You escaped in a crate?
I have to tell Fink.
The fight is the only thing that matters. Real.
Where the fuck is Frank?
Oh, a serious waste of time, wasn't it?
Oh no,
Fuck
those
all
are
of them.
things.
I hope they drown in their own shit.
Yes, you can't say that, since we need more food.
You think you know what's going on?
What do you want from me? To drive me off? Or maybe even have me killed? You don't scare me. Your people are a plague upon this land. Although, there is something different about you. Do you usually spend time with people like us?
I was an Alb myself once.
Yes. You stopped taking Elex. That is rare, which makes me question how you did it.
I wonder if he was serious about that.
It is not efficient for us to talk.
Oh well, I tried to help him. I couldn't.
You got lucky.
That wasn't luck.
All I can do is just Caleb now.
What do you want? I saw you.
You saw me what?
I saw how you came through into the dome. Who are you? Why were you allowed in?
That's none of your business.
Then it sounds like you got in here illegally. As much as the clerics claim they control the gates, they really don't seem to be able to stop people getting in. And by that, I don't just mean you. Can you believe it? There are fucking Albs in the city.
What do you have against the Separatists?
They are coming here, to our city. The only city with a real chance of peace among the factions. If it was up to me, then we would make sure these Albs went somewhere else. They might say we have the same goal, the same enemy, but I don't believe a word of what they say. Who says they aren't spies sent here to deactivate the dome? They can't be trusted.
The Albs were exiled from the city.
Then you convinced York to speak up. You did well. Allowing them in the city was simply too big a risk. Here, take this. It's a small thanks for the big favor you've just done us. Thank you for your service to the city.
You want to have all the Separatists thrown out of the city?
Yeah. And you know what? I have already started to make it happen. I'll recruit anyone who'll help get this done. We have an eyewitness who claims to have seen the Separatists exchanging information with the Albs. Traitorous bastards.
Who is this eyewitness?
The Berserker Jorg saw Fenk meet with an Alb in front of the city. Why would they meet if it wasn't to exchange information about the dome? Sadly, Jorg is the only one who's seen Fenk. And now he started saying he isn't sure he really saw Fenk meet an Alb from Zakor. So I have to jog Jorg's memory, or make sure he stops denying what he said. There has to be a way to do that.
The domed city is our last hope.
I sent someone to you for the security of the city. You know what you saw, you're just afraid of what it...
Who are you?
Caleb. I lead the Berserkers who've chosen to settle here in Abessa.
Does that mean you're exiles?
Well, none of us are allowed to return to Edan now. Or we just end up being sent to the valley. As to why they came here, well, the first settlers were sent to Abessa to plant a world heart to expand the forest of Edan out here. But they were cut off from Edan by the Albs, left on their own to survive. And after a while, they decided to keep it that way. The warlords in Goliath weren't happy. But they're stretched too thin for another conflict, so here we are. And since they settled here, others have joined us. Some are escaped exiles, others just chose to leave Edan.
Yes, that's true. I just wanted to say that I'm behind you. I mean, even if... The Domed City is our last hope.
I'm glad to hear you say that. And I'm glad that you stand behind me. You've always been loyal, York. Don't worry. I will speak with Alois and ensure these separatists don't threaten what we have here.
Thank you, Caleb. I know you're right. The Domed City is our last hope.
We have to push the Albs back to where they came from.
Fuck's sake. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. All the berserkers, whatever. Okay, so all I can do is go over it. See that, finish off the quest line. Hopefully get something there. Shit. Oh shit.
I'll help you. I'll get this one. That's enough now.
Let's head out, see what we can make here. I think we've lost them. However, I don't have no...
A dead land full of crazy people. Welcome to the desert of Tavar.
say, there's a good variety of terrain from where we've seen snow, volcanic, luscious green, and now desert. Just shows you. Oh no! Watch out for mines. Jesus Christ! I completely forgot about them. Maybe I could go in here and have a look for.
The things our world has achieved are now lost to us.
Watch out for them. Right, there's a mine there. Need to find some sort of bed or something. It's locked. Strong liquor. I like that. Apparently that is going towards something. To face up against that. Ah, there we go. 6974. That's gonna be something good. 6974. Gotta remember that. I can get that. From there.
I'm in.
Okay, we got gemstone. I like that. Bonus experience monster. That'd be kind of cool. So, need to look at getting over to that other side. Find a safe way to do so.
This could be challenging.
I don't know what hit me. I got taken down. They were not friendlies. I thought they might be friendlies. They were not friendlies. probably not the safest way to get out. It's gonna be harder to get up than I thought. Yeah, probably better off going round. Don't think I have enough rocket fuel to go all the way through there. Elex extractor. So stay away from that. The Alps that are probably guarding it. Here we've got a petrol station.
Sometimes, those things offer a dry, safe place to sleep in. That can be worth a lot out here in the wilderness.
Too fast to back, suppose.
I wonder what this used to be. Why build a house where only some rooms have walls?
try.
Come on then, you bastard!
Well, it's on now, asshole.
Put your weapons down.
Brave, but stupid. Why did he even attack us? Orders? For Alexit? Do they even know what they're doing out here? All they need to do is leave us alone. What do you want here?
What are you doing here?
This is our camp. We're here to grow the world heart, in between being attacked by the Duke's men. Once more, they've taken on more than they can handle. So my duty has been done.
Why did you make camp here?
For the world heart. This is where warlords told us to plant it, so here we are. Those bastard outlaws have damaged it a few times, but it's growing back. And soon this land will be changed. From empty desert, there comes new life. And those bastards will find their land transformed to paradise, if they don't kill us first.
One thing I've not found much in the desert, and that is the teleports. I haven't found many at all. Oh shit! I'm out of it now.
We're supposed to be working together.
Right, I'm running away from that ripper. I ain't tangling with a ripper. I'll fight a lot of enemies, but I'm not going to fight a ripper at my level. How close am I to leveling up? Getting that, not a million miles away. Merchant.
Hello, stranger. If you want to buy or sell something before you continue on, then I am your man.
What do you have to trade?
Everything your heart could desire.
Arrows. invest myself into all these laser ammunition. You got anything to tell me?
Hey, man, not a minute too early. The guys up there have already seen me. If we're unlucky, they will have reported me, and we'll have the bounty hunters after us.
You mean you will have bounty hunters after you?
Ah, come on, don't fool around. Those guys don't take prisoners.
What are you planning now?
There is a guy called Wyatt I need to find. That ass bag is the one distributing the contracts on me up there in the fort. I want to find out who paid him. I want you there with me in the background.
I have a better idea. I speak with Wyatt, and you stay in the background.
All right. Okay, that will work. Let's go.
Now?
Let's not fight. We have to do it quickly. I can feel a target on my back even now. If those guys recognize me, we may have trouble, so be careful.
Oh, there it is.
This way.
Welcome, brave traveler. Though you have walked far and the journey has been hard, you have now arrived in paradise. That'll be 200 shards admission, please.
It's a wonder they recruit anyone for that price.
You wait till you see the entertainment district, then say that. Only watch your heart if you do, Granddad.
I'll give you entertainment when I shove a sword through your neck.
Here, 200 shards.
200 shards to enter paradise. Have a day of dreams, and remember the man who made it all possible. Me.
Come on.
The fort. You will never find a more wretched hive than a villain.
That shitbag. Wyatt is over there.
Then I will talk to him.
Okay, but be careful.
Yeah? What do you want?
What do you know about a contract taken out on an outlaw called Ray?
Who did you say?
Ray, from Tavar.
Ah, that guy. Are you here to collect or just get information on the reward?
Just tell me what you know.
That is charming. And is there a part where you tell me what that has to do with me?
They say you are distributing these contracts, and that there's quite a high sum set out on his head.
Hey, don't fool around.
You don't look like you're joking around, huh? Is that bum even paying you anything to come here and make a fool of yourself? But good. I don't want any trouble with you. Say what you want and just get out, okay?
Who told you to distribute these?
You mean I should tell you the name of a person who takes out contracts on someone who upsets them? Can you see why I might say no to that?
How many of these contracts do you have left?
Just one more.
Give it to me.
You know, me giving you this is useless. The other contracts are already out there.
You want me to hurt you, and then you give me the contract?
All right. Take it. For all the good it'll do you.
Tell us who has the rest of these contracts.
Oh, enough. They've been going faster than the offer of free beer.
So, you're not behind this hit. You're just a middleman.
That's me. Missed a transaction. And now we'll get out of here if that's okay. So have a good one.
A contract. Not wanted alive, wanted dead. It's for an outlaw by the name of Ray.
Very good.
Are you still trying to tell me you don't know who is trying to kill you?
What? Yeah, honestly, I really don't know. Why would I go chasing Wyatt otherwise?
The contract taken out on you says to contact W for payment.
W? That could be Wyatt, but no. If Wyatt got the job to put this hit out there, then I know who gave him the contract. Wyatt and I were on the same crew at one time. We were part of Jackson's gang. They were bad times, and the earnings were slim. In the end, I left the group just before they all drifted away looking for better earnings. Wyatt must still be in contact with those guys.
If you knew all of this before, then why did you drag me here?
I didn't know for sure. Still don't. And coming here to find out might have got me killed over the wrong idea.
So, how do you think this will play out now?
Listen, I know I owe you. And I know I will only survive this with solid company. So I am going to stick with you until my debt over the armor is paid off, okay? I'll help you. I'll fight alongside you. In return, you help me find Jackson's old boys and collect all the copies of this contract.
You stole my armor and left me for dead. You already owe me.
I know. And I will pay you double what they're worth in return, as well as helping you. What do you say?
I guess it's the best deal I will get from you.
Wow, that even sounds like optimism. And that from an ice block. It seems my brother was right. You really are normal people behind your frozen facade. Okay then, tell me where I should go and I am there.
I have a camp.
Yeah, I already know where you stole your things.
You were watching me?
Hey, I sort of gathered you might be pissed at me. I thought knowing where you were might stop you doing something you'd regret.
I know I'll regret this. You have a brother?
Yeah, Tom. He's all that's left of my family.
Is he as messed up as you?
Oh no, he's much worse. I'm always having to get him out of trouble.
Right. Tell me about these contracts.
Okay, the situation is this. I lost track of the guys from Jackson's gang. I think they were looking for another crew to join. They really needed to make a profit. Out of them all, Mason, Bombi, and Jackson will probably be the hardest to find. What I do know, though, is that Leo stayed in the desert. Tell me when you're ready, and we can go find him.
I saw Mason. He's looking for you.
Is that a fact? Well, I know his weakness. I can probably pay him off with a few shards. If we can find him.
Come with me.
Yeah, looks like you've already got company, so it looks a bit crowded for me.
You should go to the camp in Idan.
All right.
Follow me.
Yeah, sure.
I've got Ray now. It's probably a bit stronger. I hope. Now I've got to go back, report my findings to several places, get some more experience, be able to level up, and then from the start of my next episode we will then have the laser rifle. Kind of disappointed about all the other stuff now.
I brought you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I went to the fort.
Good. Then tell me your report on the outlaws.
The fort is well prepared for defense. They're not lacking weapons, and they seem determined to keep what they have.
And their state of mind? I'd hoped the outlaw problem would solve itself by them tearing themselves apart.
They have similar numbers of people to you. It's true that they don't all agree, but their leader, the Duke, seems to have the outlaws under control.
Then I will need to think again about Tavar. I was hoping that they'd implode, leaving us with one less threat. But it seems we may not be so fortunate. Tavar is always safer when it's fighting itself. It leaves them less energy for fighting us. Thank you for your report.
There we go, there's a level
I went
up.
to the Dome City in Abessa.
Any information about the other factions is useful. Tell me what you learned.
The people in the Dome City seem to want to remain neutral, but they are waiting to be attacked by the Alps. Ascore's coming.
I think they're short of supplies and feeling lost, leaderless, awaiting the axe to fall. The war has displaced a lot of refugees into Abessa, and there's a lot of argument over what to do with them and what they mean. That takes up most of their time. Thank you for your report.
You ordered the warrior Duras to investigate Ascore's murder.
Yes. Ascore was a trusted and well-liked member of our people. So it was only right that his murder should be investigated by Duras. Justice will be done. Ascore's murderer must face the punishment they deserve.
I'm going to save it there.
Go play with your tech somewhere else. It's forbidden here.
I'm going to save the game again, and thanks guys for watching. I will see you later.